What is up everyone, Jeran here, hoping you're safe and great. For this video, i-discuss natin iba't ibang klase ng chassis ng Tamiya Mini 4WD para makapili ka kung anong perfect na chassis para sa'yo. So, let's go! Alright, so for this video, meron akong dalawang criteria kung bakit ito lang yung mga chassis na i-discuss natin sa video na ito. Una is, ito yung mga pinakasikat na ginagamit sa mga Tamiya races. So, excluded dito yung mga for collection lang, yung mga for display lang. Okay? So, yung mga madalas gamitin sa races. At yung mga marami pang gumagamit. Kumbaga, relatively marami pang gumagamit sa chassis na to. Pangalawa, hindi ko na sinama dito yung mga older version ng mga chassis. For example, sa FM, sa front motor, hindi ko na sinama yung FM. So, ang isasama ko lang dito is Super FM and Super FMA. Bakit? Kasi, mas upgraded yung Super FM. Kumbaga, mas better version yung Super FM ng FM. At the same time, wala na rin kasing gumagamit ng masyado ng FM lang. So, katatanggalin na natin yon. For example, yung TZX and TZ. So, yung TZX, kasama siya dito. Pero yung TZ, hindi na. Bakit? Virtually, it's the same chassis. Mas upgraded lang si TZX. Kaya si TZX lang yung i-feature natin sa video na ito. So, ganun din sa ibang chassis. Ganun din yung rationale kung bakit yun lang yung mga napili kong chassis. So, simulan na natin to. Alright, so ika-classify natin yung mga chassis into 3 different classifications. Meron kasi tayong FM or yung mga front motors. Merong midship or yung mga mid motors na tinatawag. And meron tayong mga rear motors. Ibig sabihin ng rear motors, nasa likod yung motor niya, nasa likod ng kotse. So, i-discuss natin yung tatlo. Unahin natin yung FM or yung front motor category. Alright, so sa first classification natin ay yung FM or yung front motors na tinatawag. Anong ibig sabihin ng FM? Ang FM is nasa harapan yung kanyang motor. So, simply, FM, front motor. Nasa unahan yung kanyang motor. Okay? So, dito sa FM, meron ako dalawang i-feature. Meron akong Super FM or CFM, kung carbon reinforced, yung gagamitin mong chassis. At meron din akong FMA. Right? So, hindi ko na sinama dito yung FM category kasi basically, almost the same lang din siya with Super FM. Pero mas maganda kasi si Super FM. So, less issues si Super FM or CFM kumpara dun sa nauna niyang category or yung kanyang predecessor, which is FM or front motor. Alright, so unahin muna natin si Super FM or si Super front motor. So, this is an evolution of the FM or yung mas unang version na yung predecessor niya was the FM or the front motor. So, mas stable, mas aerodynamic si Super FM or CFM in comparison with FM. Okay, so ito yung stats niya. Toughness is 3, acceleration is 3, cornering is 3.8, stability is 2.8, adaptability is 2.8, and ease of maintenance is 3. Pero guys, take note, yung stats na sinasabi ko sa video na ito are only the stats if wala kang ginawa doon sa chassis. Kumbaga, basically, pag binuo mo siya out of the box, yun na yung pinaka stats niya. Magbabago yan pag ikaw ay merong pinalitan na parts o may dinagdag ka na parts. So, huwag ka masyadong mag-focus sa stats. Mag-focus ka on paano mo siya bubuuhin. Itong stats na to is only here for reference para makatulong sa inyo ano yung dapat nyong i-upgrade, saan kayo dapat mag-compromise, and saan kayo dapat mag-focus doon sa gagawin yung build. Alright, so ipapakita ko dito sa screen yung kanyang specs. So, tingnan nyo na lang yan. Ang gusto ko lang i-focus dito is that yung kanyang compatible gear set, which is pwede siya magkaroon ng 5-1, 4-2x1, 4x1, or 3-5x1 na gear ratio. And in itself, yung weight ng kanyang chassis is 63 grams. Kung may batteries, around approximately 117 grams yung kanyang weight. Saan ba madalas gamitin si Super FM or si CFM? Meron 3 different categories kung saan madalas gamitin si Super FM or si CFM. Right? So, that is Pro Stock front motor category. The second is VMAX. And the third is the open category or speed tech na tinatawag. Alright, so punta naman tayo sa FMA or front motor aero na chassis. So, ito yung isa sa mga pinakabagong chassis ng Tamiya na pinagsama yung qualities ng FM or ng Super FM at ng MA chassis, which is why this is one of the best chassis if you are starting with Tamiya. Kasi you have all the good qualities of the MA at the same time of the front motor. So, yung kanyang stats ay may toughness na 4, acceleration is 5, which is the perfect score. You have cornering, which is 4. You have stability, 4.4. Adaptability is 5. And ease of maintenance is 4. Maganda siyang gamitin for Pro Stock, front motor category. Maganda siya for BMAX, mas madaming parts na compatible sa kanya. And maganda din siyang gamitin sa open category or speed tech category dahil sa kanyang adaptability. Alright, so ipapakita ko ulit dito yung kanyang specs, pero ifo-focus ko is the compatible gear set. So, mas madaming gear set compatibility si FMA. So, pwedeng 5x1 gear ratio, 4-2x1 gear ratio, 4x1, 3-7x1, and 3-5x1 na gear ratio. And ang kanyang weight without battery is 71 grams. Pag may battery naman, around 117 grams approximately. Alright, so that was the FM classification or yung front motor chassis classification natin. So, shout out sa mga front motor enthusiasts dyan, yung mga front motor peeps natin. Kung ito yung napili nyong category, well, I think you're super competitive kasi madalas talaga itong gamitin sa races. Alright, so ngayon punta naman tayo sa mid-motor classification natin ng Tamiya Mini 4WD. So, meron lang tayong dalawang chassis na kabilang sa mid-motor, which is the MA, right? So, this is the MA, and meron din tayong MS. So, punta muna tayo sa MA. So, this is the MA, and mapapansin nyo, pag binuksan natin sa loob, of course, nasa gitna yung kanyang motor. Yan. So, si MA ay merong toughness na 4.5, acceleration na 4.5, cornering na 5, stability na 4.5, adaptability 4.5, and ease of maintenance na 3.5. So, basically, this is a well-rounded na chassis. So, kung gagamitin mo siya for Pro Stock, it's good. Actually, isa to sa dalawang chassis na aking nire-recommend pagdating sa Pro Stock category. MA is a great chassis for Pro Stock. If gagamitin mo din siya sa BMAX, good din. Maraming gumagamit nito, especially sa Japan. Maraming gumagamit nito as a BMAX chassis. Ang pinaka hindi ko lang masasuggest dito na category is the open or yung speed tech category. Hindi siya ganon ka-customizable. Hindi kagaya ng ibang chassis. Ang masasuggest ko lang kung gagamitin mo to for racing is Pro Stock and the BMAX category. Mabigat-bigat din pala sa MA chassis, weighing around 78 grams. Wala pa siyang battery. And pag may battery, 125.9 grams yung kanyang bigat. Ang kanyang compatible gear ratio naman ay merong 4x1, 3-7x1, and 3-5x1 na gear ratio. Alright, so wag kayo malungkot. Kung gusto nyo ng mid-motor na chassis and gusto nyo mag-open category, well, we have what we call the MS chassis. So, si MS chassis ay merong toughness na 4.4, acceleration na 3.9, cornering na 4.9, stability 3.9, adaptability 4.5, and ease of maintenance na 3. Alright, so for the weight naman ni MS chassis, kung walang battery is 70 grams. So magaan. Magaan si MS chassis in itself, pero with batteries around 124-123 grams yung kanyang bigat. Pagdating naman sa kanyang gear ratio, pwede kang gumamit ng 4x1, 3-7x1, and 3-5x1 na gear ratio. So medyo konti yung choices mo pagdating sa gear ratio ng mga mid-motors, but it's worth it. So, itong MS is one of the famous categories na ginagamit for an open category or yung speed tech category. Bakit? Kasi natatanggal yung kanyang front, which is the nose unit, and you have the tail unit na natatanggal. And napapalitan din yan kung gusto mo mag-bumperless setup. In my few months na ginagamit ko ang MS category, no? So, MS category is really easy to modify. Yep, so kung open category yung lalaroin mo, this one is one of the best chassis na pwede mong gamitin. Secondly, pwede mo din siyang gamitin as VMAX. Kung hindi ka masyado dun sa mga customizing of parts or cutting of parts, well, you can do VMAX. So, VMAX is a good category din for this one. So, around last week, earlier this year, nagbuo ako ng MS category. So, makikita nyo siya sa video na to. So, that was my first MS chassis build in VMAX category. So, abangan nyo yung series na yun kung paano siya mag-perform. So, yung video ko kasi last time was just creating. So, tignan natin kung paano yung performance niya. So, bago pa lang ako sa MS chassis, pero I can see why na ito yung famous category for open category. Again, napakadali niyang i-customize, napakadali niyang i-modify. The sky is the limit pagdating sa imagination mo kung i-customize mo ang MS chassis. So, yun yung mga mid-motors na chassis natin, na Tamiya. So, shout out sa mga mid-motor lovers dyan, yung mga MA and MS lovers dyan. Bias ako kasi ako ay mid-motor guy. I love using mid-motors. So, nauna ako sa MA. And recently, nag-jump on ako to MS chassis for a VMAX category. So, I love mid-motors. I feel like underrated si mid-motor, no? Walang masyadong gumagamit ng mid-motor pagdating sa VMAX. So, ngayon, I'll try my best para palakasin yung mga mid-motor. So, sa MA and MS chassis natin dyan, what's up sa inyo? So, team mid-motor ako. So, punta naman tayo sa rear motor classification natin. So, tatandaan nyo lang, pagdating sa rear motor is, of course, nasa rear yung kanyang motor. Nasa likod, kumbaga. Rear motor classification is the majority. Siya yung majority na bumubuo sa lahat ng chassis ni Tamiya Mini 4WD. Siya yung may pinakamaraming chassis na pagpipilian. So, unahin natin ng AR chassis o yung mas kilala sa tawag na aero chassis or aerodynamic. So, this is an AR chassis. Ang AR chassis ay merong toughness na 4.5, acceleration na 4.5, cornering of 4, stability 4, adaptability 4.5, and ease of maintenance is 4.5. So, this is one of the most highly rated, no, in terms of stats. Pero again, huwag kayong masyadong magfo-focus sa stats. Nasa pag-aayos yan ng racer. Okay? So, si AR chassis ay may bigat na 71 grams kung walang battery and around 123.3 grams with a battery. And ang kanyang compatible gear set ay 5x1, 4-2x1, 4x1, 3-7x1, and 3.5x1. Right? So, marami kang choices pagdating sa gear ratio nito. Okay? So, ito yung pinakasikat na chassis kung ikaw ay maglalaro sa Pro Stock category. So, AR is the most used pagdating sa Pro Stock category. Or what I mean is the Pro Stock non-FM. Kasi magkaiba pa yung FM at saka non-FM. So, non-FM means yun yung mga mid-ship na motor and yung mga rear motor. So, nandito sa baba, kinukuha yung kanyang motor and yung kanyang battery. Kung gusto mo naman gamitin sa VMAX category si AR, okay lang. Konting parts lang idadagdag mo, pwede na sa VMAX. Pero sa tingin ko, magda-dominate talaga siya pag sa Pro Stock. Sa VMAX, maraming makakatalo sa kanya. I'm telling you right now. So, kung Pro Stock ang laruan nyo, AR is the best way to go. Next is the Super 2 chassis. So, Super 2 chassis is an evolution of the Super 1 chassis and isa to sa mga famous na ginagamit pagdating sa VMAX category and open setup or speed tech category. So, ito si Super 2 chassis. So, meron siyang toughness na 3, acceleration na 5, cornering na 5, stability for 3, adaptability 4.5, and ease of maintenance of 3. So, isa to sa mga pinakamagagaan na chassis. In itself, meron siyang 57 grams na weight without battery, and meron siyang 115 grams na weight. For the compatible gear sets ng Super 2, you have 5x1, 4 2x1, 4x1, 3 7x1, and 3 5x1. So recently, sinimulan ko rin mag-build ng Super 2. Hindi ko kasi masyadong gusto honestly si Super 2. Challenge ko nga nung nakaraan. Gumagamit ako ng mga chassis na never ko pang nagamit and wala pa akong experience building on it, and gumagawa ako ng BMAX setup for those chassis. So, ito yun, isa sa mga chassis na yun. So, abangan nyo yun, meron akong build for a Super 2 chassis. Next is the VS chassis. So, the VS chassis is very lightweight. So, meron lang siyang 57 grams, kagaya ng Super 2. Kung may battery, 114 grams lang yung kanyang weight. And this is one of the lightest chassis na meron sa Tamiya Mini 4WD. Meron tong successor, which is the VZ chassis. Pero as far as my research goes, ang dami pa rin gumagamit ng VS chassis. Kaya sinama ko siya dito. So, meron siyang toughness na 2.9, acceleration na 5, cornering na 5, stability 2.9, adaptability 4, and ease of maintenance na 3. Kanyang compatible gear ratio ay 5x1, 4 2x1, 4x1, 3 7x1, and 3 5x1 na gear ratio. So, maraming gumagamit nito sa BMAX category and sa open setup. Sa Pro Stock, not much. Kasi I don't think matatalo nito yung AR chassis and MA chassis. So, this is best suited for BMAX and for open or PTEC category. Punta naman tayo sa successor ng VS chassis, which is the VZ chassis. So, VZ chassis has toughness of 3.4, acceleration of 5, cornering of 5, stability of 4, adaptability 5, and ease of maintenance is 4.5. So, ano yung main na pagkakaiba ng VS and VZ? So, si VS, kita nyo dito, fix yung kanyang harapan. Right? So, ibig sabihin, yan na yung pinaka, all of its front. Pero, si VZ, mas customizable siya. Natatanggal yung itong part na to. Pansin nyo, merong screw dyan. So, natatanggal itong front ni VZ. So, pwede nyo siyang tanggalin. Although, most of the users, kung hindi naman magbabumperless setup, is iniiwan lang dyan or kinakabit lang yung front na yan sa harapan. And kaya madalas siyang gamitin for open or speed tech category kasi nga natatanggal yung kanyang harapan. You can customize that. The same time yung likod, well, same naman sila ni VS, natatanggal yung sa tail niya. So, mas advanced lang si VZ kumpara kay VS. So, yung mga VS lovers dyan, kung gusto nyo mag-upgrade into a different kind of chassis, I think VZ is the best way to go. Kasi, it's almost the same. Kumbaga, yung setup mo sa VS is pwede mong gamitin na setup sa VZ. Kasi nga, it is the VS's successor. So, I suggest kung kayo ay magbi-BMAX, maganda si VZ. Kung mag-open or speed tech category kayo, maganda si VZ. Actually, VZ is the first ever na chassis na binuo ko while doing a BMAX category setup. So, pansin ko, mahirap siyang patinuin pagdating sa BMAX category. Pero, it has speed, it has a lot of compatibility with different parts. At the same time, pag na-master mo si VZ, ito yung isa sa mga nagcha-champion sa BMAX category setup. Punta naman tayo kay Super TZX or si TZX chassis. So, hindi ko na sinama sa video na ito si TZ chassis kasi it's basically the same. I tell you, it's the same chassis. So, kaya hindi ko na siya sinama. So, toughness 3, acceleration 3.5, cornering of 4, stability 3.4, adaptability 4.9, and ease of maintenance by 3. And yung kanyang compatible gear setup, 5x1, 4 2x1, 4x1, and 3 7x1, and 3 5x1 na gear ratio. So, itong TZX, walang masyadong gumagamit nito. Napansin ko, there are not much builds pagdating sa TZX chassis. Hindi siya ganun ka-popular, although noong usong-uso pa si technical setup. So, technical setups are setups like this. So, nagkaroon ng technical category for some time dito sa Philippines. And I'm not sure kung may gumagawa pa nun na racing center. Pero, may mga nakikita ko from time to time na technical build category. So, siguro may nagpaparace pa ng technical setup. Ito yung isa sa pinakaginagamit. Actually, TZ, yung usong-uso dati pagdating sa technical category. Pero since nung dumating si TZX, ito na yung ginagamit. Well, kasi first, reinforce, at the same time, mas better siya pagdating sa TZ. Or mas better siya kesa sa TZ. And doon ko siya nakikita ginagamit sa technical setup. Although, pwede mo din siyang gamitin sa BMAX and Open category or Speed Tech category. So, that was it for TZX. Not much to talk about TZX kasi it's not very popular in the Philippines. Pero again, kung meron pang technical setup or technical category sa lugar nyo, this is, I think, the best. Ito yung pinaka nakikita kong ginagamit sa technical category. And ang huling pag-uusapan natin sa video na ito is the Super XX chassis. So, Super XX na may toughness na 4.5, acceleration of 3.9, cornering of 3, stability 4.8, adaptability 3.9, and ease of maintenance of 4. Hindi na ako gaano nakita ng user ng Super XX, pero from what I saw, may mga gumagamit nito for Pro Stock, may mga mangilan-ngilan na gumagamit for BMAX, and some are Open category. So, this is one of those chassis na sobrang uso nung lumabas to. I remember, this is the first ever chassis na ginamit ko nung bata ako. And that was way back 2008, 2010. So, I'm not sure kung Super X lang yun or Super XX yun. Pero, I remember na ganito yung cage ng battery niya. And this was the first ever Tamiya na ginamit ko. So, bakit hindi siya ganun ka-famous ngayon? Kasi, first, yung parts niya are somewhat different. I'm talking about the wheel shaft and yung overall build niya is a little bit different from other categories ng chassis. So, ang kanyang bigat ay 70 grams without battery and 119 grams with battery. Compatible gear ratio niya ay 5:1, 4:2:1, 4:1, 3:7:1, and 3:5:1 na gear ratio. So, yun yung lahat ng chassis na ginagamit for Mini 4WD races sa ngayon. So, yun yung mga most famous or yung mga most used na chassis na ginagamit sa different categories sa panahon ngayon. So, now, let's talk about my opinion or yung pick ko for the best chassis in different categories. Okay? So, unahin natin yung box stock. Actually, box stock, bakit ba natin to isasama? Wala akong pake sa box stock masyado. So, kung magba-box stock kayo, anything you could use. Pero I think, kung magba-box stock ka, pumili ka ng mga magagaan. Kasi nga, box stock siya, so it's a stock motor. So, yung pinakamagagaan natin is the Super 2 and VS chassis. So, that would be, I think, the best for box stock. Kasi not much to do here unless lalagyan mo siya ng different kinds of grease, ng oil. Pero it won't make much of a difference pagdating sa box stock. So, yun yung pick of our box stock. Next is the Pro Stock category. So, for the Pro Stock category, for the non-FM or non-front motor, my best pick would be an MA and an AR chassis. Ito yung nagdo-dominate. Ito yung dalawang chassis na nagdo-dominate sa Pro Stock non-FM category. Again, MA and AR. Para naman sa Pro Stock front motor or Pro Stock FM category, maraming gumagamit pa rin ng Super FM. Pero in my opinion, bias ako again, FMA. Kasi meron siyang hints ng mid-motor, no? Ng MA chassis. Kaya medyo bias ako pagdating dito. So, FMA ang pick ko pagdating sa Pro Stock FM category. Ngayon, punta naman tayo sa BMAX category. What are my top picks pagdating sa BMAX category? So, first is the VZ. VZ is the easiest. VZ is one of the best na buuhin pagdating sa BMAX category, in my opinion. Ito yung nakikita ko madalas manalo sa races. At the same time, there's something about VZ. I think it's how you could easily customize it, how you could easily modify it. Merong siyang quality na best for races. So, that would be VZ. And right now, kung ayaw mong mahirapan pag nabumuo for a BMAX category setup, you can go for an MA. So, MA is very popular in Japan pagdating sa BMAX category. Kasi madali siya patinoin, at the same time, madaming parts na ginawa for it for a BMAX category setup. So, and kung gusto niyo naman ng front motor setup, FMA. BMAX category for FMA is the best. So, tatlong picks. So, you could go for a VZ, you could go for an FMA, and you could go for an MA for a BMAX category setup. So, madami din gumagamit ng Super 2, no, for BMAX category setup. Pero in my experience, parang mas madaming percentage ng gumagamit ng Super 2 pagdating sa Open or Speed Tech category. And lastly, meron tayong Speed Tech category or yung Open category natin na tinatawag. What I can wholeheartedly recommend for an Open or Speed Tech category is the MS. The level of modifications na pwede mong gawin sa MS category, sky's the limit. Promise, kung kayo ay mag-open or speed tech category, MS is the best, in my opinion. Pero you could also go with a lot of different chassis, kagaya ng Super FM or CFM or an FMA chassis, or even a VZ kung gusto nyo ng rear motor. No? So, it's up to you. Again, it's up to the racer kung anong gusto mong piliin. So those are just my opinions pagdating sa mga best picks. Those are my best picks pagdating sa different categories ng Tamiya dito sa Philippines. So comment down below kung ano sa tingin nyo yung best chassis na gamitin into these different categories of races. Comment nyo din sa baba kung bakit yun yung favorite chassis nyo. At the same time, ano yung reason kung bakit yun yung napipili nyo pagdating sa iba't ibang category ng races. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, just click on that like button, subscribe to my channel for more stuff like this, and then guys, I'll see you on the next one.